I'm in the Mourne Mountains this morning. So the Mournes are probably the best wee range of mountains in Northern Ireland. They're certainly the highest and most compact, and probably most varied as well. And I'm about just over an hour's drive away, and I don't come here often enough. So today's part of sorting that out. And today's a Friday, so I've taken today off work. And it's quite quiet today because it can get really busy here at the weekends, and rightly so, because it's such a great spot. So the plan today is to do quite a good dander and wild camp somewhere tonight, probably on the top of a mountain. Quite overcast this morning. It was a wee bit drizzly on the way down. The forecast is for it to lift, and it's starting to do that. So down there, that's the Glen River path, and you can see it making its way up through the valley, up to the saddle between Slieve and Slieve Lamagan. And that's probably one of the most popular ways for people to access the Mournes, the higher Mournes. And it starts at the town of Newcastle, and there's pretty much a ready-made path all the way up to the top of Slieve Lamagan. So I was going to follow that up today, but I've changed my mind. So I've went off path, and I'm climbing up the side of Slieve Lamagan, and there's a nice wee walk up round, curves round the ridge, and goes up to the summit. So well, we'll see how that goes. But the clouds starting to lift. There's blue sky, and it's going to be a really, really good day, I know. Clouds really starting to lift now. It's a real battle as the air's rising up the other side of Slieve Lamagan, up from the sea and condensing. But look at that, that is just spectacular. Absolutely beautiful. So that's the Glen River Valley down there, and I sort of climbed up the side here and up round and up to the top here. So that was a bit lost in the mist, but it's the clouds lifted and it's absolutely amazing now. There's Slieve Lamagan over there, and that's been lost in cloud all morning, but it's now beautifully clear. I'm dropping down now to Ben Crom Reservoir, so it's a fair wee drop down, but nice and gentle walking, and I'm right in the heart of the Mournes at the minute, as you can see. Absolutely beautiful, cracking day, a wee bit fresh and the wind's out, but nice warm sun, and absolutely gorgeous. That's Slieve Lamagan up there, and that's where I intended to camp tonight. So the cloud is sort of stubbornly hung on, and I've been hemming and hawing. You know, I don't want to be camping up, stuck in the mist. Well, I'll camp a bit lower. There's a couple of nice rivers here with waterfalls, so a ready source of water as well. But the cloud has all but cleared, so that's sort of helped me make my mind up. And I'm going to climb up there and camp up there, and hopefully there'll be some cracking views this evening and in the morning. This is the wee wild camping area at the head of Ben Crom Reservoir. and this is where I had the encounter with a fox, which kept coming and coming back, actually dragged my pack away and bit into my pack to try and get food. And when I buried my pack literally a foot from my head with stones on top of it, and I covered my head with a bivy bag, the fox was over trying to get at the bag. This is a look at the reservoir from the other end, and with the evening light. Absolutely gorgeous. That's Mourne Mountain just in the back there, and that's the dam itself. Really, really cool. It's just about 5 o'clock and it's nearly dark, so you can see the red tinge of the sky behind the mountains. So this is my bivy spot for this evening, and I just got a wee space sort of beside this rock here, which is just perfect, I think, for me to lie down, and it's out of the shelter of the wind, and it's just below the summit of Slieve Lamagan. I think if you want to go to bed early while camping, might be a solution. It's like 6:30, and I've had my dinner, I've had my tea and my ginger nuts, and I'm in my sleeping bag, I'm in a bivy bag, and yeah, there's not much else I can do. But yeah, it's been a stunning day in the Mournes today. All that cloud lifting and breaking up, and absolutely spectacular. Brocken spectres, just fantastic. And then when it did clear, just absolutely stunning views across the Mournes, and some really good walking today. The Mournes weren't that busy. There was a few people about, but not too many. And a really nice walk down along Mourne Reservoir. Quite late, climbing up Slieve Lamagan. It was pitch black by the time we got up here. That was just after 5 o'clock. But I found a wee spot here, just behind a boulder, and it's just perfect for the bivy. A tent wouldn't have been a good solution today, I don't think. So nice and sheltered here out of the wind. That is quite foggy, misty up the top here, so hopefully that will clear, because one of the things I like about the bivy is you can just lie down and look up at the stars, and that's pretty amazing. So it's probably time to get to sleep, I think. So we probably, again, if you want a good night's sleep, well, if you can get one out here, because it won't be light to maybe 7 in the morning, so that's a good, probably a good 12 hours. Right, good night. Morning. Pretty good night's sleep. Had to readjust my sleeping position because I was sliding all over the place, and I actually got 2 big rocks to stop me sliding down anymore. So that's maybe finding somewhere in the dark and in the mist where even your torch doesn't show too much. But last night the mist came and went a wee bit, so I was able to see the stars, which was really nice. And it was pretty toasty. It wasn't too cold. So this morning, again, it was really misty, but that's all lifted, and just absolutely stunning views this morning. It's turned into an absolutely beautiful morning. Totally blue skies, and clouds lifted, and there's actually a bit of warmth in the sun. My toes are still frozen solid, but that's just me. I have 5 cold toes. But you can see over there to Slieve Lamagan, and that's the highest mountain in the Mournes. That's Slieve Lamagan just behind me, and that's where I camped last night, and it's just over 700 metres. This is the Analong Valley, and it's always stunning looking, no matter when, even if there's low mist or whatever, it looks really broody and moody. That's Cove Mountain and Slieve Beg over there, so we've just come over those. And you can see out over there, you can see the mist and the clouds still sitting low, but out here in the mountains, absolutely beautiful, clear blue sky, actually quite warm. So really nice for a November day. This is the Glen River path, and you can see the amount of work that's went into creating this. Absolutely great job, and you can see it going all the way down there. It's a really cool way to access the Mournes, and it's super busy here today, this Saturday, which is really cool to see. People of all ages, probably climbing up the top of Slieve Lamagan. It's me done, knackered as usual, but absolutely fantastic walking, great wild camp, and just stunning weather, all different forms, and it's good to get out in the mountains, and you never know what it might bring, so yeah, cool.